All right, I got a good one for you. So this situation comes from an officer in Ohio. And essentially what's going on here is the father and the daughter, right? The daughter lives at the house. She has her own room. She is an occupant of the residence. It's a landlord kind of tenant relationship, not a child parent relationship, because this daughter is an adult and so forth. And then the cop in Ohio is saying, hey, look, the daughter invited her boyfriend over. The father does not want him there. And he's telling the boyfriend to leave. But the daughter's like, nope, you ain't leaving. You can stay here. The cops are called, right, by the father. Can the police basically force this guy to leave, the boyfriend to leave? Okay, well, my name is Anthony Bandiero. I'm an attorney and senior legal instructor for Blue to Gold Law Enforcement Training and bringing in the Roadside Chat. This is a very interesting question because it's a very common question. Well, before I can answer the question, let's lay a ground rule out here. The ground rule is Ohio Revised Code 2911.21, criminal trespass. And it says, no person without privilege to do so shall do any of the following. And there's a few, things that they're not supposed to do. And one of them, without privilege, they shall not knowingly enter or remain on the land or premises of another. Well, it says without privilege. This boyfriend here, the one who's being told to leave by the father, he entered that house with a privilege. He was privileged to enter through the consent of a co-occupant. Now another co-occupant is telling him to leave. Is he committing trespass if he does not leave? And the answer is absolutely not. In my view, absolutely not. Unless the father has a higher level of authority over that home, because it's actually not a landlord-tenant, but it's a father-daughter relationship, meaning, he's in charge of that house and, she is not paying rent. And, she's in college and they go into her room anytime they want. Maybe they're still, overall, acting in a parental role, right? But most likely in this situation, she is just a roommate, right? She has her own room. She has her own privacy interests in the room and so forth and in the common areas. And this is a civil issue. This is not something that the police were like, okay, yeah, you're the father, your word goes. No, this is a civil issue. If, father, I'm sorry, but, this is what I would tell this guy. I'm sorry that you don't like what's going on here. I'm sorry that you don't like her choice in boyfriends, right? But at the end of the day, the way to handle this is either A, try to work it out between you two, right? Hopefully you have a relationship that you can actually come to an agreement on. Or if you don't like it, go through the eviction process, right? If this is your house, go and seek an eviction from a court and get her out. And then say, hey, you can have your boyfriend over anytime you want, as long as it's at your own apartment or house and so forth. But the cops are not going to really get involved in this situation. It's not their job. They're not your personal muscle. They have no authority to kick this guy out when he's been lawfully permitted to be in the residence by somebody who lives there. All right? So this has to be this way. Otherwise, this would be very problematic on many different levels when police arrive at different situations. So this is civil. Explain that to them. And of course, if a battery is about to occur, you take enforcement action against whoever the primary aggressor is. If there's been another crime effectuated against the boyfriend or vice versa, do your thing. There might be a domestic violence situation potentially between the father and daughter. But at the end of the day, I do not see any way for an Ohio police officer to order this boyfriend to leave. And if he doesn't leave, arrest him for criminal trespass. All right. If I'm wrong, tell me why I'm wrong. I'm always looking to learn. But that's what I have for you. If you like what we're doing here at Blue to Gold, like, subscribe, share with your friends. Until next time, my friends, you stay safe.